Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vice, and today we are watching the Apothecary Diaries Season 2, Episode 14. In the last episode, we were basically just at the baths all day. We learned from Shisui that in order to make connections to try and find a job outside the palace, you need to talk to the concubines. You need to be their servant every day, every week, anytime you have. Just spend it here, forge a relationship, and maybe you'll get a connection out of it. You'll get a job. During all of that, Lady Lishu appeared. Even though the 4 special concubines have their own private baths, Lady Lishu kept coming to the concubines' bath because Lady Lishu thinks there's a ghost in her own private bath. And that's very interesting to me because it was kind of confirmed that ghosts exist in this world because that one episode, and we never debunked it not being a ghost. So I think it was a real ghost. I think this situation will prove to not be a real ghost. I don't know who could be using her bath for some reason, except Sure, that's just an out there theory. It doesn't even completely make sense. So I'll be actually surprised if it is her. But I'm curious who it could be and why. So without further ado, let's get into it.
あの宮の湯殿には幽霊が。
Yeah, she's just a kid, and Mao helps out everyone, not just her concubine. I can see why she would be upset, though. She doesn't understand how Mao works. Yeah, you're still struggling with that, huh? Yeah, and she still thinks that that's the big secret, that he's not a eunuch. Though I think she knows deep down there's another secret there. This is a secret affair. Oh my god. I love them. I love their relationship. Oh, he's touching her. And he said her name. Oh my gosh, being so forward now that she's been forward to him in the cave. I mean, he was always kind of like that anyway, but they're all shocked. They don't get it. That's not the secret. He knows everything. I can't tell, honestly, if Gaoshin is a eunuch or not. I'm leaning towards no. She's a little embarrassed, I think. A strange human figure from the window of this warehouse. Who are you? Always wants to get everyone's attention. Why aren't you on her side? Who are you? I don't know, the way you're acting, it seems like you want attention. Ah, she was the former head lady in waiting. Yeah, she's probably needling at her every single day. Immediately. He plays them so well. Right, because she'd be pressured to not if they were still here. Because they know that. She just needs to fire everyone and get new people. A white face was dancing and laughing. I think this is a prank that they're pulling on her. Has to be. Because she's young enough to believe it and be scared.
近くにはカナンしかいませんでした。カナンも同じ幽霊を見たのです。
正体を確かめようと近づいてみたら幽霊は消えていてカーテンは何事もなかったように動かなくなっていました。
I will say that is strange.
外につながる窓はみんな閉まっていて、
But it has to be like a
風
prank
が
they're
通
pulling
ら
on
ない
her,
部
right?
屋。しかしカーテンは揺れていた。水晶球や翡翠球では湯殿は別棟になっていて、普通湯殿の隣に物置なんて作るだろうか。
That's strange too.
ではどうして物置に。
Oh, is it molds?
ひどくカビていますね。翡翠球の次女たちなら原因を追求してカビが生えない工夫くらいするだろうが、
But instead they just
ここ
cover it
の
up.
次女にそれを求めるのは難しいだろう。結果、
Yeah.
物置にしてごまかしたと。
Well, with mold, it can also induce like hallucinations, so it could be that too.
土台から腐っているのかもしれない。この建物は他より古いんですか？
いいえ、むしろ新しいです。
It's
リー
newer.
シュ様が受代された時に建てられたので。
数年でここまで。
That doesn't make any sense.
リーシュ妃はこのカーテンが揺れてい
Something's
たと
wrong.
言っていた。
Oh, it's water damage and stuff? Or like the steam?
この穴の先は高級の水路につながっているはずだ。もしかして幽霊が出た日、間違えて風呂の線を抜きませんでしたか？なんでわかるの？やっぱり締め切った窓、揺れるカーテン、そして抜かれた風呂の線。推理が正しければ踊る幽霊の正体は。
Let's recreate it.
やはり床の下に水路が通っています。
That explains water
湯が
damage.
この下を通れば湯気で床や壁が腐敗しやすくなります。そして湯気がこの隙間から上がって
Yep, and the
風
steam.
を起こし、カーテンを濡
Okay,
らした
but
の
that
です。
doesn't explain the person though, the face.
じゃあ、あの丸い顔は何だったのよ。あれか。その動機は大事なものだから大切に扱って。
Copper mirror.
以前はよく使ってたの。今は特使が送ってきた鏡があるから。毎日磨かれているのですね。母様が残してくれた
that's why.
鏡だから。何の変哲もないただの銅鏡に見えるが、リーシュ様、せっかくなので久々に使われてみてはいかがでしょう。使うって明るいところで使うとより見やすいと思います。こちらを向けるとよく映るやもしれません。
Oh, it was a reflection? Oh,
なるほど。
wow, that's what it was. It's like engraved on the mirror, so it...
そうです。本物を見るのは初めてです。
Magic mirror.
投光管と呼ばれることもある跳ね返した光が絵や文字になる摩訶不思議な鏡です。作る際に鏡面に凹凸を施して絵や文字を写すそう。かなりの技術が必要だと養父から聞いたことがあります。
That's really cool. And then that explains everything. The moonlight hit it. You see the face.
隙間から湯気が上がり、カーテンが
Well, it wasn't even a person, and it wasn't a prank. I was wrong on all accounts.
いろいろな偶然が重なって生まれた幽霊だったわけだ。
That's what I was assuming, was that it was your mother.
この鏡は使わなくなっちゃったから怒ったのかな。だから出てきたのかな。
No, honey, we just explained it,
偶然
didn't
が
we?
重なっただけです。踊るのが好きだったって聞いたの。
Oh,
私を産んだ後、体を壊して踊れなくなってそのまま死んじゃったから、こうして幽霊になって踊ってたのかな。幽霊なんて。
this poor little girl.
本来ならもっとのびのびとしていい年頃だ。母親の形見を毎日磨くことで高級での日々を慰めていたのかもしれない。母親を思う気持ちはよくわからないけれど、リーシュ妃にとっては慕情を抱くに値する存在なのだろう。
Because this is all she has left of her mother.
リーシュ様、何を泣いているのです。皆様の前で
Yeah, see, this is the wrong response. Don't you think that's embarrassing? No. You ask her what's wrong, dry her tears, fix the problem.
その鏡、まだ持っていらしたのですか。
Don't grab it from her.
特使様にいただいた鏡があるのだから、これは
I swear to God, if she breaks it right now, I'm gonna be so
誰か
mad.
に貸ししてはいかがでしょう。何ですか。
Okay, at least she didn't break it.
来客の前ではしたないですよ。
You're embarrassing yourself, actually.
リーシュ妃にとって大切なものです。よく確認もせず取るのはいかがなものかと思います。
Exactly. You don't grab stuff out of someone's hand. And what's with this pin? Mao Mao noticed it earlier.
これも可視されたものでしょう。
Did she gift you this?
たとえ可視されたものであっても、 上級費の門がついたものを一自助風情が身につけるとは分不相応と思わなかったのですか？
Is that Lolan's
リーシュ妃
family?
が次女たちからないがしろにされていたことはジンシ様も知っていただろう。公にしなかったのはリーシュ妃のメンツを潰すことになるからだ。しかし物的証拠があれば釘を刺すことができる。
今後は自分の立場をわきまえない行動はやめていただきたい。
All I can think is that it's Lolan's family because I can't remember the pins that Lady Lolan had in her hair.
あの人じゃない？
また新入りを覗きに来たのか。
It's Sure? 100% it's Sure. Oh my god.
ジョーちゃん、また麻酔になりそうな薬を調べてる。もう肝がんは作られないんだから調べなくていいのに。
そういえば肝がんってどうやって高級に入るのですか？
That's what it
手
was.
術を受けてだよ。
That scene in the other episode where I wasn't quite sure what Sure was doing, but she was all dressed up in her disguise, those were the eunuchs that are being introduced into the palace that they just mentioned. And of course, the good looking one is her because she's beautiful and she can pass as a boy or a girl. So she's back. What is she gonna do?
そうじゃなくてどうやって肝がんだと証明するのですか？
ああ、昔は証明書があれば入れたけど、いろいろ不正があってね。今は触診
There's a physical exam to prove if you're a
駆
eunuch.
けつけすぎるよ、ジョーちゃん。
That'd be easy to pass for a woman.
部署の違う3人の官に触診されてなければ入れるんだよ。
それって初回だけですか？
一応出入りするたびにやってるよ。
肝がんでなければ高級に入れるのは皇帝とその血族のみとすればジンシ様
Nope, she's putting it together.
なわけないか。
Still in
肝
denial.
がんといえば新しく入った肝がんの話は知ってるかい？
噂には聞きましたが30人ほど入ったとか。
一体いつ話すの？
そのうち話す。
You gotta tell her
態度があからさますぎ
soon.
て逆におかしくなっていますよ。シャオマオも干からびた耳捨ても見るような目をしていました。
うっさい。わかってる。
早めに決めてしまわないと面倒なことになりますよ。
さっさとこちら側に引き入れろというのだろう。だが軍師殿が出張ってくるぞ。
毒を持って毒を制してください。
What are they alluding to?
カンラカン。数年前にジップとイボ帝から家督を奪いラの家の主となった男は皇帝すら一目置く存在だ。
The emperor respects him
大尉と
too.
いう立場でありながらどこの派閥にも入らずのらりくらりと立ち回る。多くの者が出る杭として撃とうとしてもその誰もがやけど程度では済まない痛手を負わされる。あの男の頭の中
So he's gonna come
ど
back
うなって
at
い
some
るのかわ
point.
からない。しかしマオマオを引き入れるつもりなら切り離しては考えられない。本当の話をしたい。なぜ今の立場にいるのか、なぜ本当の姿を隠しているのか。
I want to know
あ
why
いつに知ってほし
too.
い。だがその後どんな反応をする。新入りの宦官に色目を使うには
おいおい適性を見て他の部署に移す予定ですが、元は異民族に捕らえられていた奴隷たち、慎重に考えません。
一応形として見ておく必要があるだろう。
Jinji's gonna come face to face with Sure.
痩せていてどこか怯えているな。
Oh my god.
元奴隷たちは自由になったとて普通の民のようにうまく生きていくことは難しい。高級への士官はある意味適した方策と言える。あれが噂の宦官か。左腕をどうかしたのか。
ひどい折檻を受けたようで、
The left side of his body to go numb. That explains the leg thing
体中
too.
に傷があって肌を見せたがらないとか。
それにしても人気者だな。
頭はいいらしく、女官たちへの気配りがうまいのです。
なんだ。
あなたが言えることですか？
新人たちはどうだ。
She does
ま
have
だ慣れぬ
scars.
だろうが
Interesting.
いずれ適した仕事を
I thought the
見つけ
scars were just an
しばし
excuse.
待たれよ。
What happened after she left?
どうしてくれんだ。妃の上級費のための氷だぞ。もう終わりだ。
What?
ごめんなさい。
What happened? And that was the Apothecary Diaries Season 2, Episode 14. We discovered that Lady Lishu is not haunted. It is not a ghost. And I didn't think it was a ghost. I personally thought it was a person just using her bathhouse for some reason. And then I thought maybe it was a prank that the other ladies in waiting are pulling on her because they seem to have such an issue with her. I was wrong on both accounts. It was a magic mirror. And honestly, really cool what they did there with the mirror and how it reflected from the moonlight a face, her mother's face. It was just really beautiful to learn that she still could gaze upon the face of her mother if she wanted to, because obviously she misses her mother. She's always wanted a mother. She wanted one in Aduo, and that was taken from her. Poor Lady Lishu, honestly, she's had a very tough life. And now that Jinchi has seen how her ladies in waitings are treating her, hopefully they'll all be replaced. I know he reprimanded them, but I really hope they'll all be replaced, especially that head lady in waiting who was wearing the hairpin. For some reason, that hairpin is giving me vibes of Lady Lolan. I can't quite remember what pin Lady Lolan had in her hair. I know it was gold too, I believe, but for some reason this bird motif, I think it was a bird, it's just giving me Lady Lolan vibes. If this former head lady in waiting is being paid off by Lolan's family to treat Lady Lishu poorly, like why? What's the deal with that? Why would you want her to be treated poorly? She's not even a threat to you. She's not even in the running. Why would you spend and waste effort on that? And then you have to consider that even before Lady Lolan joined the concubines, Lady Lishu's ladies in waitings were still awful to her. So I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Is it trying to imply that they've all been bought to be awful to her? If so, by who and why? And then we have Sure. She's back. She is the good-looking eunuch. She has taken Jinchi's place, and she is leaning into that, and I'm pretty sure she's using Jinchi as an example of what to be in her new role. We had not a confrontation, but a meeting. They met face-to-face for the first time, and Jinchi has no idea who this is, that this is the person who wanted him dead, that schemed and killed people in order to make sure he winded up dead. Sure, like, why are you here? Why are you back? Are you coming in with a brand new plan? What is it this time? Are you connected to the foreign diplomats and Lady Lolan's family who also seem to want Jinchi dead? Or are you a completely different player with a completely different backing behind you? I'm very curious how connected all of these things are. But I'm so glad she's back, because she was amazing. Mao needs to talk to her. I don't know if Sure, I know they said like her whole left side is very damaged and she has scars. And at first I was thinking, oh, maybe it's damaged because of the drug she had to take, the poison she had to take. Maybe it left her physically unable to do things that she could before. And that was the price to pay to get out alive. But then they said scars, and I was like, oh, so that's a way to cover herself up to make sure she doesn't have to expose herself like as a woman. But then when Jinchi went to see her, she had actual scars coming from her wrist and her hand. So now I'm wondering, what happened to you, Sure? What happened? Did you give yourself those scars in order to sell your story because you're just that good? Or was someone unhappy that your attempt to kill Jinchi did not result in his death? And so that was your punishment. I don't know, but I'm so curious. I'm so glad she's back. I can't wait to see where this season is going to head as like an overarching story. I feel like we don't really have one as concrete as we did in season 1, or at least I'm not seeing it yet. To be fair to season 1, it did take time to realize that everything is connected and everything is pushing in one direction. And I think that's the same in season 2. Everything must be connected and pushing in one direction, and I just can't see it right now, unless it's just Jinchi's death again. Almost every episode there's been some kind of push towards that. There's been scheming going around. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this episode. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like and subscribe, and check out my other shows here on the channel. And with that, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye!